Hi everyone, welcome to Classy Chassis, and we're back with Norman. So, after I left you last weekend, the mobile welder told me that I needed to clean some areas. So, me being me, I wanted to do inside the door shuts, because when it's going to be painted, there's a little bit of scabbing of the blistering of the paint, so I wanted it nice. So the easiest thing for me and the welder was to remove the door. So of course, like every classic, when you start taking bits off, you start finding other areas that need attention. So of course, the welder has found little holes here and there, which he's going to patch up. But if you can remember a couple of videos ago when I was painting inside Norman's engine bay, the inner wheel arch on the passenger side was crumbly, like he's been in a road accident, and that'll explain everything on the front. So I took the door off, and where the door pillar, B pillar is it? I don't know. A pillar, whatever the pillar is, what holds the door, looked okay. But as soon as I started getting the grinder on it, it made little holes, so it needs to be addressed. Yeah, I could go down and fill it, but with the weight of the door opening and shutting, I don't want the metal to start rotting. So the poor passenger shuts the door one day and it falls off like Coco the Clown's car. So that needs to be addressed. But when I was rubbing the paint off, the wing never seemed to be attached to the inner wing. So this is why. This goes, well, it should be attached to the inner wing, and then it's spot welded on the side of the pillar of the car. That's that end. Now it's totally rusty, it's totally rotten. If the welder tries to weld that back, it'll just blow holes because the metal is so, well, it's flimsy, look at that. So, me being me, decided to get the old spot weld drill bits, and I thought, well, I may as well take the wing off. A, to see inside, but it's better access for the welder to finish the bottom of the floor. So, I took the wing off. So that's where that piece should be. It should be welded to that, and it's come away over the years. But that's where I've done my detective work. Now, when Norman had a crash, something's either hit him head on, this side, or it's hit him sideways. But either way, he's had damage to the passenger side. So back in the day, I suppose, you know, is it cheaper, is it easy just to buy a second-hand wing, which this is. So this isn't an original for Norman. Norman wasn't born with this wing. Somebody's actually took it off another Marina, made their own spot welds, and just attached it to the car the best they can, but never sealed it all properly, which probably over the years water's got in, hence the damage to the floor. But also, closer inspection, when they've cut the front off the old wing, the panel what the headlight sits in, they've virtually just cut it in half, and then when they've attached this wing, they've body filled it, so the light never sat properly. It was always loose. You could never tighten it up because it was just body filler. Plus, it's rotten underneath. So I put the feelers out, and I managed to, luckily, get a good second-hand, dent-free, rust-free, body filler-free wing. Now these are like rocking horse, apparently, for a Mark 1. But as you can see, it's got that attached to it. It's not rotten. And then when it clicks back on the car, it can all be sealed properly. So that's what I spent my last weekend doing, because that's not a 2-minute job. So now Norman's got a new wing. So all I've got to do is finish off cleaning this part, the inner wings. They're not that bad. I'll just show you. So we'll start off with this. This is what I was on about, what the new wing gets spot welded down here. Now I've got a little hole there, and I've got a little hole there. Now they are away from the hinges, but eventually that'll rot and it'll pop open in the weight of a door. So I'm going to have a plate put in there, and at the bottom. But also you can finish off the bottom of this sill. You can get to the underneath quite easy. Again, it's all rusted here. The inner wheel arch is fine. The top, we found more holes, but I'm going to put a nice bit of filler. What I'm thinking, I'm going to fill it with fiberglass, and then when the wing's on, we're going to use some sealer so the rainwater won't go down in here. It'll then find its way and run down this part of the wing where the metal's a bit better. So that's what we're going to do. I can then see how good this is, and to be fair, it's fine. It just wants a good sanding down. I'll paint it after the wing's been put back on, but I can check all the suspension components. Yeah, they're tired. You can still get bits, so it'll be replaced with all new bits. So that's where we are. I'm waiting for a new front headlight panel. That'll come in the post this week. So I've got to take the rest of this panel off, drill out the spot welds so I don't damage the front panel or any more of the inner wing. So the welder will fit it all together like a jigsaw. Yes, it's going to take the welding back because he's got to put all this back before he can get started on anything else. But it needs to be done. If we're going to do it, we do it properly, eh? So that's where we are. So I'm going to continue, just clean all this. I'll come back to you when it's all done, and then we can keep moving on. So I thought I'd just show you quickly the new panel that I've bought. It's a reproduction. So it's got the holes in the right places. I've just had to fabricate it so it fits inside this new wing. Every panel must be different. So of course, when he had a bump, looks like whoever replaced the other bits really butchered him. So it was quite tough. The lips where they're going to be spot welded and welded to sit flush top and bottom. It's just this little section as a whole here. Now if I go off the other side, it should be flat. I don't think it's going to make any difference. The grill's still going to fit in and the headlight is still going to fit in. I didn't show you the original one, but when they cut the old damaged wing off, they cut this and split it. And then when they put the wing that I've taken off, instead of welding it, they've actually body filled it. So this side was loose and the headlight wasn't aligned when you screw it in. So at least we know he's got a complete rot-free front end. The bottom panel, again, they've cut bits out, but again, the indicators will fit on, so it's not worth cutting and making more damage. It all lines up. The wing lines up, top and bottom. It lines up to this front panel. It lines up to the slam panel. So there you go. So I've had to do a lot of the cutting. I'm trying to do as much of the labour, the cutting, the grinding, the cleaning up, so the welder can just come in, say, yeah, that's fine, bang, bang, bang. Saves me a bit of money, so I don't mind doing it. So I just thought I'd show you that. So all that's done. I'll take them apart, put you on time lapse. We'll just clean the rest of this inner wheel arch. And then I've bought some primer that you can actually weld. So I'm cleaning it up, but the welder can still weld, if you get me. So we'll do that now. So that's this side nearly complete. The welder's got to come back next weekend just to put this panel on and tie it all up. Then he's going to refit the wing and the front panel. And then we have done this side. We can move on then to the other side. So today it's had half of a new inner sill. And then you just see me, I've just put some primer on just to protect it. So we get in there. Right, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you again next week. Take care.